maintaining a stable and reliable supply. The Australian Energy Market Operator, known as AEMO, is responsible for maintaining a safe, reliable and secure national electricity grid. A stable grid needs a good balance between the amount of energy being generated and the amount of energy being used. This balance is critical for a secure service. In heat waves, the demand for electricity, also known as the load in the grid, can be very high and exceed the available supply. This can cause an imbalance in the grid, potentially resulting in power outages. To reduce the risk of power outages, AEMO will, on rare occasions, instruct distribution networks to load shed. This means networks conduct controlled short-duration outages, temporarily disconnecting some customers to reduce the load on the grid. Load shedding is an emergency measure, and load shedding outages are rare. We are all familiar with the impact of heat waves, but for the power grid, a new imbalance is starting to occur in mild weather conditions, where there is a lot of energy being supplied to the grid, but the energy being used, or the load on the grid, is low. For example, when domestic and industrial demand for electricity is low and rooftop solar exports are high, the grid may become unbalanced. To keep the grid stable, AEMO aims for a minimum amount of energy always being drawn from the grid. This is called minimum load. If demand for electricity from the grid drops below AEMO's safe minimum threshold, this potentially creates an imbalance, resulting in less reliable supply for electricity consumers. AEMO calls this a minimum system load event. Like load shedding in summer, it is expected to be a rare occurrence. To manage minimum system load events, AEMO has asked each state to introduce an emergency backstop mechanism which enables distribution networks to quickly and temporarily reduce the output of rooftop solar systems. AEMO already has the power to direct large-scale generation, like solar and wind farms, to reduce or stop generating in minimum system load events. Both load shedding and the emergency backstop are tools used by AEMO to protect energy consumers and provide a reliable power supply for everyone.